Okay.
Just checking the audio to make sure we good.
All right. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. All right. You hear me?
All right, we
Mm-hmm.
loud and clear.
Okay. All right. You hear me?
All right, we loud and clear. Hey, shalom, shalom, Allah, peace, Israel. Almost I want to start off by giving all praises and glory to
To Yahweh, Bahashem,
Yahweh, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Shem,
Rakak Kodash.
Kadash.
Double honors, Masters of Elder Millstone, the men that taught us this truth through the Spirit. Peace and blessings to the elect of the house of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. We're the great Millstone, New York. We through the Spirit and power, Bahashim, Yahweh. Lord's willing, you are edified and fed through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh. And brothers usually do the midweek camp, but it's break outside in New York. So we come together to do the sit downs. You got something to say, y'all?
No, it was a great. Yeah, it's brick out. I was visualizing the cold out there. You know, it's out there. Yeah, it's cold. Your hands and feet are,
Yes. Oh.
you know,
Mhm.
cold. But
Yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna get it living in the time of prophecies. We live in the time of the end of America, the end of Babylon, which is spiritually sodomy. We living in the end of the wicked, according to the Bible, which saw Edom, also known as the Caucasian race.
Okay.
We're living in a time of false prophets. We're living in a time of calamities and judgments and plagues. Because before the Most High destroys any kingdom, he sends his messengers to give warning to the people of the coming calamities that the Lord is to bring upon the kingdom. And what the people believe is a hate group, or that believes that is a cult, or that believes everything under the sun, these are the prophets of the Lord. These are the servants of the Lord. These are men that the Lord set up to do his message to his people. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, you got it, though.
Yep. Okay. This is back what you said. This is Second Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Yeah, when is going to be the end of the first? The end of the first of what? The first rulership, right? The end of the first empire or rulership. That again, Axelakia.
I got you. I'm gonna start from this. I'm gonna start from verse 7 again. This is
Mm-hmm.
Second Ezra 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
When is
Oh,
going to be the part of the Sunday of the times?
uh-huh.
What does that mean? The different time periods or the different ships or the empires. When is it going to be the end of these times? God,
Okay. Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
when is going to be the end of the first
Uh-huh.
and the beginning of it that followeth? Right?
Yes.
What is the end of the first? What is the first talking about?
This is
The
talking
first is talking about the
about,
end of the wicked.
yeah.
Oh, Slaki, what you said?
Oh no, no, no. Oh, you got it. You got it. I'm sorry. Of course.
Yeah, the end of the first is talking about the end of the age of wickedness. Speaking about ages, we're talking about time periods. Go ahead.
Yep. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau.
So now the angel goes into history, right? And explaining when was the beginning and when the end is going to be. And he said this all started from when Jacob and first heard the heel of Esau. Why? Because Jacob and Esau are the two main characters in the Most High story, right? You got a protagonist and an antagonist.
Hmm.
I think that's the word.
Your
You got
protagonist and antagonist.
you got a protagonist and antagonist.
Yeah.
You got a good guy, you got a bad guy,
Uh-huh.
right? Jacob is the good guy, Esau is the bad guy in the Most High story, right? So this angel is breaking down how this story is going to get out.
Yep. For Esau is the end of the world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read that again. All right. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So Esau is the predator of the Caucasian race
Hmm.
because everybody on the planet Earth has a biblical identity. The problem with the planet Earth today, you think you don't have a biblical identity. You just think these are characters in a book. No, these are not characters in a book. These are ancestors. These are forefathers. These are progenitors of the human race. And Esau is the progenitor, right, of the Caucasian race, right?
Yep.
So the scriptures say Esau is the end of the world. Now that word world is, I believe, oikomeni in the Greek, which means of the age.
Hmm.
See, I don't want to
I just know I know it's I forgot the word for it, but I know it's the end of the age. That for world is like the end of the age, a time of rulership, a time period.
mhm.
You know.
The word world has multiple um definitions. I'm trying to get it right now.
Yep. End of the world. Is age of rule.
The end of age, the end of a rule. Um, read that one more time.
I got you. Let me go back to it. Um, second Ezra's. Second Ezra's 6 and 7. This is Second Ezra's. I'm gonna go to verse 9. Second Ezra 6 and 9, because I had left that. This for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Yeah, Esau is the end of the world. I don't know why the lexicon ain't popping up. Let me look up a Greek.
Okay.
We'll look at that time. Forgive me. Or a brother could put it up on the comment board. Eon, the water out. I knew I was. I'm like, I know it's Okameni, it's Cosmos, and it's Eon.
Okay.
All right. So Esau is the end of an eon. It's not literally talking about the planet Earth. Right? It's talking about the end of an age.
Yeah.
The water.
Age.
Yep. Age, like a long period of time.
Yeah.
Also virtue. Yep. Generation. Aeon. Age. Lifetime. So now the scriptures say Esau is the end of a lifetime.
Hmm.
He's end. What lifetime is that talking about? The lifetime right now, the age right now,
The
because the
age.
Caucasian.
Yep. I'm talking
Yeah,
like the time of period. Like you know the saying. Remember the Die Hard movie, right? When Hans Gruber he was talking to Takashi or whatever, Takagi, right? And he was saying for Alexander wept when he saw the breadth of his domain, for there were no more worlds to conquer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's no more worlds to conquer because he took all of nations, and in that age of rule, it was his end. You know, he wept. There was no more worlds to conquer. There's nothing else to explore that known world because he couldn't get to this side or certain regions provided
Which
to
Ale-
be had at that time. You know,
which Alexander was an Edomite.
of course, yep.
That's their spirit, to be a hunter, right? It's that spirit, conquer, to trap people. That's their spirit. That's their MO. That's how we know by process of elimination who Esau Edom is according to the Bible. There's no other people on the planet Earth that likes poaching, hunting. There's no other people on the planet Earth that does that. As
Taxidermy.
men, yeah, what's the word?
Is it taxidermy where they with the whatever they hunt, they stuff
Yeah,
they stuff the animal, they put the animal head on a wall and shit like that or whatever. I think it is. Or they just stuff the animals that they hunt after they get the kill.
and no other people. Only Esau Edom does shit like this. All right,
Yeah, we don't do that dumb shit.
Israelites don't do this. Right, the
Yeah.
Israelite spirit is to put the life back into the ground. The scriptures say, "From dust we come, dust shall we return." But Esau Edom wants to preserve shit. All right, but this is the man that's the end of the world. Okay, and go ahead, finish up verse 9 out.
All right. It's verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Who is Jacob? Jacob is the progenitor of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Mexicans. I can't get a bigger sign. This will just have to do.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah. And you mentioned the names of the people and the nations some minutes back.
right?
Basically Esau turning things upside down. I had a scripture for that.
Can't get
This was Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Oh, that's beautiful. And he would destroy in his mountain the face of the covering cast over all people. You've been lied to.
Yeah.
The whole world has been deceived by this damn devil, right?
Yes.
The whole world. You got to think how deep the rabbit hole goes down to the terminologies. The majority of the terminologies that we use today, it stems from the Greeks or the Latin. It stems from the Greek or the Latin language. Who was the Greek that was in power? Esau Edom. Who was the Latin speaking people that was in power? The Romans, which was Esau Edom, right? So the majority of the doctor terminologies, lawyer terminologies, all stems from the Greek and Latin. Greek, Hebrew, Greek, and Latin is like the progenitor of all the languages on the planet Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he said the Most High will destroy the face of the covering cast that's over all people. So this lie that you're Egyptians, that you're African American, that you're Japanese, that you're Ethiopian. Those are all Greek words. Egyptos, Ethiopians. Those are all Greek titles and Greek names, right? Chinese, Indian.
Mm-hmm.
That's a covering cast over all people. Cuban, Mexican, Dominican, Spanish, Portuguese. Those are all covering casts. Those are all bywords and proverbs, like the prophesied about. But the Lord is going to take that veil away. He's going to destroy that. All the lies that Esau Edom has been putting on the planet Earth. God loves everybody. Salvation for everybody. All you got to do is believe upon Jesus Christ. All those lies are going to be wiped out. Because that is the covering cast that's over all people. False nationalities, false titles, false ethnicities. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isaiah 25:7.
Oh, you want me to read that again? I got you. This
Yeah.
is Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations.
And the veil that is spread over all nations. A veil is something a person will wear to cover their face. Normally, a woman will wear a veil so nobody would see her beauty, right? So the Lord said he's going to get rid of that veil that's been blinding the nations, right? Just like he took the veil off of Israel's face. Now we can see who we are according to biblical prophecy. We can identify with the tribes. We can identify with Israel now.
Mm-hmm.
We can identify with the prophecies because this scripture is coming to pass. Yeah.
That's right.
I got one.
All right. Okay.
I don't know what's going on with my blue letter. Satan. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Yeah, so we was called everything except for the nation of Israel. We was called bywords. Niggas, spick, African American, Spanish, um, things like that. Those are not our name. Our true identity is our biblical nationality. We're Israelites, and from what tribe we from, you know, whether it's Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Issachar, you know, those. But we our identity was removed by our conquerors, man, and we was changed into bywords, man. And those bywords were not acknowledged throughout the earth on their wicked legislation. That's why when something happens to us, is no like under their fraudulent system, we're not protected by those laws because we're not considered a nation, man. You know what I mean? And this is by design. And these nations are in league with each other to prove that, you know, because they are enemies, man. We're a byword.
Yeah, that's why they labeled us 3/5 of a human being.
Mm-hmm.
You can't you can't charge a man for murdering 3/5 of a human being. They dehumanized us,
Mm-hmm.
right? They character assassinated us.
Yeah.
They made us less than. That's why they was always so-called never incarcerated or penalized, or they didn't receive no judgment for murdering our people.
Yeah.
And that's even to this day.
And then even when you use certain words, I don't want to veer off topic. I'm making a point. Under the law system, a human being could be considered something different. A person could be considered not a natural person or whatever you want to call it. It could represent a corporation. A person could be like an entity, or even certain law books like Ballantyne's Law Dictionary 1933 edition. A human being is considered a monster, and under the word monster is something that doesn't have any rights to land, or is not a living soul like us, but like an animal. But a person be like, I'm a human being and won't know under what under what term is the word used, like on what and like what jurisdiction or like or what category is it a law. You know what I mean? Like, is it a
Yeah.
natural person? Is it an animal? That's what Esau with his words and things, man. His wickedness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's wickedness.
I know it sounds crazy what I'm saying. Now it's right there. You can look it up.
Yeah, come on, the Indian. The word Indian. They're not Indians. Indian means savage. You label them Indians so you can have, because Indians don't have no right to no land.
Yeah.
You know, this is all the tactics of the. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in
Yeah.
him."
The so-called white man. Behold, look, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright. He's not righteous, or he's not just. He's not just or righteous, man. He's wicked. He's unfair. He's treacherous. The soul that's in him is created wicked.
It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up
And
is not up."
his pride, man. The so-called white man is the most proudful creature, man. It don't. He's the most proud, man, and he spews and he intoxicate other people to be proud, man. He pushed that out. He pushes that pride out, and to have other people to be uplifted with pride, man. That's a so-called white man. He promotes that.
It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him,
Uh-huh.
but the just shall live by his
But
faith."
the just, who are the just? The elect of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, going to live by faith because that's a gift, and that's what's gonna that's what helps gets us through because we have faith that we're gonna be saved by Yahweh Shem Shai. We have faith that we're not gonna take the MOTB. We have faith that we're not gonna get consumed with the image and be a part of it. I mean, we have faith that we're gonna stick within our counsel and like shun the world, man. But the just is gonna live by faith. But Esau, he gonna live by his miracles, which is his technology, depending on the government. And the unfaithful, they're gonna die because they're gonna depend on Esau and his system. You know, he going they're going to, but the just lives by faith. We look like, yo, how we made it through the year, how we made it through the week on a little means of what we have to get by. Faith, you know.
Yeah, them small hats aren't living by faith.
No,
They blowing the other nations up. They blowing them Arab nations up. They not living by faith.
they're living by their
If,
car.
if Yeah, they living by carnality. They living by the sword, which
Mhm.
shows that they're Edomites. Because the scriptures say that Esau, Edom blessing was the sword. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the ones that's in them churches crying on to the Lord and singing songs to the Lord. They in church every Sunday, man. In whatever day, whatever denomination, they our people are the faithful ones that go to church because they have a zeal of the Most High. It's just not according to the knowledge. No matter how disconnected, detached our people are from the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
they still show signs that they believe.
Yep. Even the 2/3, even these killers, these gangbangers or whatever, they know deep down the shit that they doing is wrong. They got some, even though they moving treacherous and deadly, they know it's in their conscience that they're doing wrong. But that wickedness, they give themselves to justify their actions, whatever code or street mentality they live by. But they know deep down the shit is wrong. When you hear all their interviews or whatever, when you hear them talking, those that are alive still, they like they know it's wrong, man. You know what I mean? But Esau, he's just a fucking demon. He's not gonna say his conscience or whatever. He just gonna talk about you know I wasn't trying to get caught,
No remorse.
or basically I didn't want to do this. I wanted people like I want the crimes to be known. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He wanted the pop in a way. He wanted the popularity or whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But Esau,
Verse
he doesn't
5.
have remorse, man. He doesn't.
Verse verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth my wine.
He
He is
said,
a
"You're proud."
proud man.
He transgressed about wine, not philosophies, man. Those philosophies, man. What are some of those philosophies? The law of attraction. Thoughts become things. You can manifest your own destiny, your own reality. Um, the American dream. You could achieve anything that you set in motion. All of these things. Gay pride. Women's rights. Abortions. The freedom. All of these things, man. Promoting promiscuous women. Adultery. All these things are promoted. How multiple. You could deal with other people's women. These things, all kind. Yeah, Planned Parenthood. Going back to Margaret Sanger, man, that demon, that whole. I mean, that demon. She basically she was for the genocide of our people, positive and negative eugenics. And Hillary Clinton praised her, man. And to people, see, she didn't think that Jake's research. A lot of Jake don't look at things, man. See, when you study certain people that they praise, man, they think the average Jake ain't gonna search things out, you know, because they don't gotta outright say they're racist or we wanna destroy you. They use certain words, certain code words. They used to say useless eaters, expendable containers, human resources, you know, like with Bill Gates in his TED talk. He was talking about exterminating a lot of people, but the way it was worded, those that's not focusing and listening to him, it would go over their head, man. But their wine, man, their wine, that American dream, that prosperity doctrine, like everything is just prosperity over everything. And you gotta be like with Esau with his philosophies, man. You have to be a narcissist, meaning you all about yourself and fuck everybody else and anything else. You have to be a narcissist. That's part of his wine.
He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
He's proud and he don't keep it that pomp. And he don't keep it at home. He's in other people's lands, got his embassies, stirring up shit, stirring up wars, having the people rebel, pushing that freedom. That freedom, with freedom comes democracy, capitalism, the free enterprise, whoredom, credit, debt. All that goes under the freedom. You know, promoting promiscuous women. That all of that falls under that freedom, man. That freedom, that word freedom it makes things look like it's innocent. Nah,
Yep.
that shit is wicked. That
In
freedom,
America,
when America bringing that freedom and that torture reason to everybody, you know.
yeah, freedom in America is an abomination in the sight of the Lord.
Yeah,
Like the brother said, they, but that's this devil's MO. His words are smoother than butter.
yeah,
They use certain words to desensitize or to let your guard down. There's nothing free in America. Um, and then what freedom looks like is an abomination in the sight of the Lord. Women sleeping, women body counts not mattering. Women dressing however they want. Abortion, right? Men can wear dresses.
yeah,
Men can become women. All these things, the land of the free provides for them. But in the sight of the Lord, he hates it.
yeah,
He's going to destroy these ideologies and these people that upholds these ideologies. The Lord is going to destroy these things. The Lord hates these things. But no, let's not side with the wrathful, vengeful, mean God. Let's side with the wicked serpent devil known as America.
mm-hmm,
I always, have this conversation. Why does fun equate with wickedness?
yeah,
Why does strictness, why is strictness boring or discipline is boring? Like God is no fun. The Bible is no fun. But everything that concerns fun in the sight of America is something wicked.
yeah. Like,
Because
yep,
yeah,
like we have feast days in the scriptures, but the Lord is dealing with order. You can't party all the time, man. There's a time and a place where you have to do where it's business, the Lord's work first and foremost, then your business to sustain yourself. Everything has to be like that's why we got Sabbaths and things like that. It has to be ordered. You can't overindulge in the one thing, man. After a while it turns into wickedness. You can't just overindulge in fun all the time, man. It's chaotic. Things don't get done. You know what I mean? Things don't get done. You know what I mean?
hmm
It's no structure, it's no order, man. It's no
and there
structure,
was a
man.
there was a philosophy known as Epicureanism, and that's in the scriptures as well. The Epicureans, basically, their whole philosophy was about pleasure and fun. You know, just turning up all the damn time, and
Yeah,
that's not balance. It's not balance, man. The Most High, like the brother said, Ecclesiastes, the third chapter, is a time for everything under heaven.
yeah,
And life isn't just one thing,
yeah.
but this is how he transgressed my wine. You drunken the wine of Esau Edom. Drunken the wine. That's why America is referenced to as a great whore. That's why America is referenced to as a slut, right? Because she lays down, she goes a whoring with all nations.
Yeah.
She sleeps with all nations.
That's right. That's right. That's
Not,
why. Oh, I'm sorry.
not just economically, philosophically, intellectually, emotionally, every way possible. America lays down with these other nations. Yeah, Doctor, you have something to say?
Yeah. So there's a term, when you're doing business with someone and you getting in bed with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for example, but in the movie New Jack City, right? Don Mateo, the Italian crime boss, he was mentioning Nino and the Cash Money crew, what they connect. He was like, you lie down with Peruvian dogs, you wake up with fleas. Basically, like Nino and them or whatever, whoever they doing business with, you know what I mean? It's gonna come back. But he said basically, he said they lying down. They wasn't actually lying down, but they were in business. At one time, he was in business with Nino and them. But I'm mentioning the term like in bed. You know what I mean? In bed, like the America's in bed with all these other nations, like you said, with their philosophies too, spiritually and monetarily. You know.
So back to Habakkuk 2 and 5, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
He transgressed with his wine. His wine is what got everyone polluted, man. The fraudulent system, the monetary system, economic system, the spiritual system, the witchcraft, all of these things, man. He transgressed by his wine, and what the other scripture said, neither keepeth at home.
Neither keepeth at home.
Yeah, he's in other people's lands and their business, causing turmoil, causing debt, causing infighting amongst them, causing people to rise up, promoting his wine, his philosophies with the nation, with their women, trying to bring up all them different religions and things over there, man. This is what he's doing, all of this thing simultaneously. Then he got the spies over there. Then he got his different groups. You got CIA, you got the NSA, you got MI6, all of these things, man. Yo, look, all of these things going on at once. You know what I mean? And then another institution, another church institution he has, the damn television. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Social media.
Yeah.
It says he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Is that
It
hell?
is as death.
He has death. He causes death, famine, plagues. Everywhere he goes is chaotic on all levels, man. On all levels, he caused nothing but chaos and confusion and noise. I just heard a fire engine passing by. This is on everything, visual, sound. It's no the air is no rest. Just even with just regular noise, he's not giving you no rest on all aspects, man. You walking on concrete. Your shocks is all messed up. Your joints is messed up. You can't get you don't get a rest, man. You don't get no rest. You know what I mean? But the only peace we have is the scriptures. You know what I mean? And a little wine, you know, little drinking wine.
A little drink. And fellowship with the brothers,
Yeah,
you know.
okay. You know,
It says it cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations
you
and
can't be
heapeth
satisfied.
unto him all people.
You can't be satisfied. He has the world. He has the fatness of the earth. That's not enough. That shows you the so-called white man. So he wants to take everything you have, right? And he can't be, and he heapeth to himself all peoples, because he want all nations under his one world religion, under his system. And the Lord deals with separation, but he want everyone together as one under his rule. All right, just like Nimrod did in the first Babylon. All right, the first Babylonian kingdom. All right, and the Lord disrupted that. That was a new world order. That was like the first new world order that was in the play at that time, and the Lord disrupted that. Just the same as the Lord going to disrupt this one, like it says in what is it, Job 5:12. All right, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen again. The Lord going to disrupt it, but this way He gonna just turn this place into a desert. But yeah, man, he want to gather some all people under His one world government, one world order, and even before that, He want people as one. All these melting pot of nations, man. And when you have that, you have every nation come and bringing their philosophies and their vain opinion. Just chaos. It brings more chaos. It brings more chaos
Verse
things. All right.
no, verse 6. Shall not all these take a proud rule against him, and a taunting proverb against him?
Yeah, proud boy, dark saying, and a taunting truth, man. The taunting truth. The so-called white man. Everyone knows he's the devil. He's Esau. All right. The nations know. You see what the ambassador said, Gamal Nasser, all right, and Obadiah, you see what he said, with that. How did the Jews go into Egypt white and come out black? I mean, go into black and come out white. Well, whichever way he said it, during that time, but that was that ambassador, Gamal Nasser.
Leave out black and come back white.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the nations know who the so-called white man is. Esau's leg is bare, man. His secrets is out there, and continually it's promoted on the streets, the men of the Lord, the whistleblowers, the unicorn, the internet. So it's just viral. All the Esau secrets being put out constantly, man. As much wickedness he's putting out, the truth is going out. It's flooding even more.
That's right. It says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Destruction of
How
him. Yep.
yeah,
Destruction of him that increaseth that which is not his, man. So Kawhi, man, he's increased that which is not his. Man, look at Confessions of an Economic Hitman, man. They came over here, they took this land, and then they find more resources, and they come back and take again.
it says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
He laid it for himself with thick clay, that debt. America is buried in debt. This land that's controlled by Esau is buried in debt. This harlot is on life support. She's done that everything. That's only thing keeping this place afloat is, I don't know, man. The plug is about to be pulled soon. It's just the prophecies, man. All right, that's what's keeping this place afloat. But that debt, that thick debt, and that debt is That debt is basically that's just a small portion of it, man. The debt is larger than what it is, man. And it won't be paid back. It can't be paid back. It was designed to go that way. This place was designed to just go in a financial collapse, man. It was designed to get chaotic, man. And also on a small level, they plan on blaming another one of these heathen nations when the shit go down. It was just fucked up. And I think it's Ishmael. They plan on blaming them for it, man. They plan on blaming them for it.
Yeah, Chinese, the Iranians,
Yep.
and all these other nations.
Them saying niggas cause they did oil dealings with them when they started putting a helping enrich their shit, putting them factories out there and drilling with those companies. They put a lot of them sand niggas them Arab nations in the 30-year contracts, made them dollar denominate their money to where they had to trade in US dollars, and they had it where the money was going in the holding companies and tied up into a whole lot of stuff. So when the shit collapsed, they blame it on them. You know what I mean? They blame it on them. You know, and those funds they started they started with the profits. They started going to these other countries that later became third world countries because they started loaning to them, knowing that they would mismanage the funds. So it was all designed to do that. You know what I mean? They went to one of them. I know I'll keep blabbering. I'm gonna just drop it with this. They went to one of them prime ministers of Nigeria, all at the same time when they was dealing with them sand niggas, and told them, paid them 50 million to up the price of that light crude. So that's why the pumps in America start skyrocketing at the gas pumps in the 70s, mid 70s. This was because of that. And I always mix. I don't know. I try to I mix up which. I'm trying to figure out which prime minister of Nigeria that they bribe. It fall under three names. I forgot the names, but I don't know which one of them it was. I can never figure out which one of the three that they bribed to do that. But I know I'm blabbering, but this is the wickedness that that Esau was doing, and you could look at it. It's called the story of Jonathan May on on YouTube, and it's with Lindsey I think his name Lindsey Williams. He interviewed Jonathan May. It's a dude that was a sovereign, and he was going up against the bankers with the Hunt brothers and all of them, and they illegally imprisoned them, illegally tried them, imprisoned them, and put them in Tar Hut, Indiana, on federal prison. He's also mentioned in Behold a Pale Horse, William Cooper book. But I know I was blabbering, but I'm just saying, Esau, man, it's so much, man. I try to remember things, you
Now
know.
you could, it's all the different tactics and methods and the strategic things Esau has done to obtain his power through manipulation, through treaties, through backdoor deals, assassinations,
Yeah,
puppet leaders, you know, pay the people to rebel against the government. Esau, you know, he's the devil that the Bible speaks of as point blank period, man.
yeah.
And now all these things coming out that you're a damn liar, you know? You're a damn liar, man. Let me get that real fast. Um This is the book of Isaiah. I mean, not Isaiah. Psalms 55. Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. He have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
He
He
did
hath broken his covenant.
he did that. The so-called white man did that with the nation of Israel. He did that with the northern kingdoms, Gad and Reuben, the Seminole Indians and the North American Indians, so-called. He broke all treaties with them, and he further destroyed them and took more land. And then when he found out the land that he pushed them on had resources, he came at them again. All right, he came at them again, like that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and De
Killer of
Niro.
the Flower Moon.
Yep, that one. And there's an incident in one of them Confessions of an Economic Hitman book where is a place called Shell Island or something like that, where they went at the northern tribes were finding out they had oil resources just like that movie, and the military dived in on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same
So
memo.
yeah, it's Esau, his footprints, man. You know, he if you be at peace with him, he's still gonna wage war on you, man. He's still gonna wage war on you. And a lot of wars he waged, you won't even know there's a war on you with them AIDS, number one, and a list of other things, man. These damn daycare centers, man. Parents, mothers, fathers thinking they got one up. Yeah, I put the kids there. Nah, man, they poison them right then and there, man. Them daycare centers are called the artificial womb. Yeah, the child is um the child is occupationally orphaned because one parent or both parents are at work and they in them institutions, man. Yo, he saw his devil, man. Sometimes I just gotta laugh. I gotta smile at the thing. Yo, this dude is, yo, man, he's treacherous, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It says, he have put forth his hands against such as peace with him. He have his covenant.
Yeah, he
And
broke
that
the
go,
covenant, man. Back with the
mhm.
Babylonians, look what he did to us. He was like a bounty hunter for them, man. You got it.
Even to this day.
Yeah,
Oh, back then, even to this day, he breaks his treaties, his deals, and agreements,
yeah. They
right?
got, yep. They got a thing called what's that thing in the pilot or something? It's called a pilot program in Harlem where there's a lot of properties where like low income people was Jake's in Harlem to where they was in these buildings. Forgive me. They was in these buildings and they was supposed to be like part ownership in it after a while, right? And basically something happened where damn I forget
Something with trash.
nah they're supposed to have part ownership in the building, part
Mm.
ownership after a while, and they basically they was Jake they was like they was managing it, and Jake was like the pilot program was like, look, we'll get up the money, we'll manage it. And they said no. Basically, they reneged on it on a deal with Jake for them owning the property or whatever. You know, they reneged on them. All right, all the things that's in the income low income areas, the money, a lot of money for businesses or whatever is going. All this shit going to nonprofits. The funds is going to nonprofits. You got a lot of these community council, the community council people. One of them, she seen that I think this District 9 in Harlem. She's seen that Kristen Richardson Jordan, she's seen that she thought she was doing good, but she started seeing that her hands is tied to she can't really help nobody in the community. She wound up figuring that out on her own. You know what I mean?
That's Jake's famous story. They want to
yeah,
fix it from the inside.
yeah. So
They want to be the change they want to see. They get on the inside, they figure, oh, this shit is really corrupt. I can't
yeah,
do shit about this.
yep. Because it's designed like that, man. There's no hope outside of Yahweh Shemi Awashai. There's no hope. So basically, they don't understand. It's not our rest. It's a brass ceiling.
Verse 21, the word of his mouth was than butter,
Yeah, it's
but
smooth.
war was in his heart.
He slick talk. He smooth. He knows how to coerce. He knows how to manipulate and how to have you under hypnosis under a spell. He seemed like harmless, but that's a smoke screen. He's basically plotting to take you out. You know, plotting to take you out.
The words of his mouth were smooth as butter, but war was in his heart.
War,
His
man.
words were softer than oil, yet drawing swords.
Drawing swords is a trap. It's a snare. He laying a trap for you. He's laying a trap. He's gonna rock you to sleep. He's gonna put you to sleep. It's a trap, man. See, the most soft spoken, the most harmless ones are the most dangerous ones, man. Like in the movie Goodfellas, he said, yo, your enemies, they come as your friends. So-called white man, he seems harmless. People don't move their purse when they see them. But they're the biggest thieves, man. They gonna take everything you have, man. You know, they make us seem like Jake is the biggest thieves, man. You might have a small portion of people that's doing petty crimes and theft, man. Esau, man, he going for the jugular. He taking everything you have. You know,
Yeah, he takes generations. He takes countries.
takes countries, man.
He
Rename.
takes countries.
He takes people out and take everything, man.
Come on, look about it. Just think about it. Hawaii. That ain't American land, you know.
Yeah.
North America. That ain't America. That ain't white man's country or land.
Mm-hmm.
He take
But they got a large portion in the fatness. You know what I mean? If he
yeah.
was going to Amazon, yo, he have the best. You have some primitive people that's not civilized there, but he have a motherfucking decked out treehouse in the goddamn Amazon, yo.
Right.
I just saying, man. You know what I mean? Like, damn, you know.
Yeah, I just tell you how many. I'm pulling up.
Yo, you know what? Yo, it showed. I remember you said you was gonna watch the Stan series, right? The new one and the old one.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the series of Stephen King, The Stand, the remake, this motherfucking Satan, right? Satan's minion, right? His lieutenant, Randall's staff or flag. He went to the fucking natives. I don't know if it was in the Amazon or was it Papua New Guinea. Some motherfucking where where it's not civilized there. They immediately
Mm-hmm.
knew they immediately know this nigga is no good. They tried to take him out. You know what I mean? They
Mm-hmm.
immediately tried to spare this motherfucker. You know what I mean? They isolated from the world. They automatically, you know what I mean, knew. What you finding out? The U.S.
No,
or
nah, we was typing it.
okay.
I said, how many embassies does the U.S. have?
Oh, embassies.
The November 2020, the U.S. has 271 embassies and consuls in 103 countries.
No,
This
like
makes you the largest number of diplomatic posts in the world after China. Come on now.
yeah, that's crazy. You're not supposed to do that. Yo, look, man. There's certain places in America where you can't even throw your garbage in a garbage pail, yo. It'll be a
Hmm.
big thing, yo. Like, let's say, for instance, you don't want to litter, and you just want to throw a candy wrap or something in somebody. There's places, man, they look at you like, yo, what the fuck you doing? You heard me?
Hmm.
And then, and not only that, there's places in America, man. Like, I don't know you, Ak, and I get in an argument with you at a certain level, man. You could just shoot me if I'm in front of your porch talking shit. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
how you gonna go to someone's land? That's like me going to somebody's crib or someone that's taking over a room in their crib or whatever. You know, that's what America's doing with them damn embassies and shit, man.
Yeah, this is Esau. This
Yeah,
is
man.
Esau, man.
Satan's who was an imp for Satan. You know what I mean? That nigga,
Yeah,
a lot of shit, man. And the first one, that's the first one. The first stand. Um, that's Randall Flag. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was a prophet in that. He was a
get the
prophet.
fuck out of here.
Nah. He was walking around. He had a garment on. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. You know what I mean?
Gotta
Yeah,
check this
man,
out.
he's a prophet, yo. He died. He look, man. He didn't even die from the plagues. He died because the Lord let it. The Lord had it where we know the Lord had it, but this nigga made him catch a heart attack or some shit. He went all the way out to the end. Just prophesied like, bring out your dead. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
I'm dead serious.
I gotta check this out.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And so you could stand YouTube, bring out your dead. It might pop up.
Hmm. Hmm.
And he was out there, I think, before the chaos or when the chaos was about to start. You had policemen dead on the street, police vehicles turned upside down, all kind of chaos. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Oh, the younger version of him. That's the newer flag. That's the new one that came out not too long ago. Yeah, that's the
I'm
new
gonna
one.
check it out.
Yeah,
They
I
both were
think
good.
yeah. They both was good, but I will watch the first one first, the older
Yeah, I'm
one,
gonna check it out.
and then watch the newer one.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. All right, we can wrap it up.
Yeah. So with that, we like to give all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh Bahashem,
Bahashem, Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Shah
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Wakar.
Wakakwadash.
You know, once again, double honors to our apostles, you know, honors to our bishops, our elders, and the Akim that puts the truth out in sincerity week in and week out, you know. Yeah, and yeah, honors to Akim that's pushing the truth out, you know.
Hmm.
Honors to Akim, that get that basically, you know, that they try to keep us sharp and this that even if we going off or whatever, correcting us, it's needed. Honest for that too. You know what I mean? And I don't want to keep blabbering. Shalom.
You good, Hey, warm, y'all. The water for tuning in.
Water. Oh, you waiting for me? I'm sorry.
No.